Well, welcome back to another My Two Good Hands. Today we're talking brake jobs. We got the '03 Dodge Ram here. It's an 8 lug. We're going to get these broke loose. We're going to show you how we check the tires and everything. And then we've got rotors, pads, and calipers to put on. This caliper on this side has started dragging a little bit, and it's burning up the pads. The other side is not. We don't know what's hung, but we believe the caliper. I mean, it's an '03, so they're old. And the brake fluid's pretty dirty, so we're going to change the brake fluid too. So there'll be a lot in this video. So don't forget, like and subscribe. My Two Good Hands. Amazon links below to shop. You get the brakes off Amazon. We got all the other parts off the Amazon. Some of the tools are off of Amazon. But sit back and watch this, and you're going to know how to do yours and save some big money. Oh, my driveway has a hill. So believe it or not, when I was like 16, I made with a chainsaw out of an old tree stump. So chocks, still have them. I just put this under here, chuck the wheel. I just threw the chain up that way. The chain was actually to tie it to the truck, so if you're on a boat ramp, you can pull forward and drag it with you instead of having to run it over. So let's get cracking on the front wheel. If you don't have an impact gun, get yourself a long breaker. Now, this is a, that wasn't supposed to go over there. The socket here is 22 millimeter. For my lug. Now, my yours might be different. I put these big lugs on here because I didn't like the look of the studs. This covered it up. I lost the center caps. There's another video on that, what happened. Got 3 of them left. I haven't sold them off yet, but there you go. So basically put this on and then counterclockwise. These are torqued at 150, 140, 140 foot-pounds. And you just kind of come along and just break them all loose so that you got them to the point where you'd be able to turn them without the tire spinning. That one's still a little tight. All right, we're going to set this down because we're still going to need it. Next, jack it up. We're going to screw this up as much as we can here. So we have to do a lot of pumping. Put that right under the axle here. Now we're going to have to put a jack stand here. So you got to kind of think this through a little. Maybe we should be, can we get close enough to here? Tire? No. Okay, so you have to be here. It's up all the way. One of the jack handles has an oval hole to lock this. And you've got this pipe that's got oval and oval. They latch together. Really bring the tires off the ground there. You can see underneath there, about 1/4 inch. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get our jack stand under. We're going to go get that and see if the jack stand will go under. I don't think so. Oh, no. So we put a piece of board down and protect our driveway. And yeah, we know that jack stand is not going to go under there. So we're going to go get our other jack stands. So here's our shorter jack stand. Yeah, it looks like we have to go up a little bit more to get this under there. There we go. We can nestle this in here like this. Now we can let the truck carefully down on it, and we'll go to the other side. See how that kind of hooked right in there? It's kind of hooked right in the frame there. You can see what you got there. See, we put that piece of wood under there. So we're going to do the other side and get that jacked up, and we'll start pulling the wheels. So once you have it jacked up, the key here is to get these lug nuts off, and we're going to take this socket, just put it on a ratchet wrench so it's nice and short, and take these off. If you got an impact wrench, just goes a lot faster. I have one. I'm just not. It's early in the morning. I don't want to wake up all my neighbors with the air compressor. At this point, we like to get a container or bucket to put these in, so we'll do that. We'll take out food containers, work great for this. This tire is almost on the ground, so driveway's a little crooked. We rocked her back the other way. This one's real close. Right, and you just kind of wobble your tire a little. Off it'll come. Boom. Okay. We'll be right back, and we'll show you. You can see how these are getting real worn, and there's not a lot of pad left there. This is the one that's dragging on the other side. There's some bolts back here. There's this bolt. It's for the banjo. We're going to put a little never seize on there to get that to start soaking while we go work on the other side. We're going to get out our 3/8 drive sockets and see what size that is. I think it might be 15, but I'm not sure. Okay, so the banjo bolt, that's right here. Let's get you closer so you can see. This one here's a banjo bolt. It's the brake line, and that is a solid 15mm socket. Now, in the back, you've got these. Let's see. You've got this bolt right. You got this bolt right here, and that looks like it's smaller. Bolt here. Let's see if that's a 15. That's a 15. No, it's a 13. Sorry. So a 13 socket fits on here. We're gonna need those broke loose eventually. Technically, no, because we could drop this whole thing off. Then you got this big bolt here. This big bolt right here that holds the whole caliper on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go figure out how to get that loose. So that I think looks pretty big. The biggest one I got in this series is this socket, and that's not going to go. So we're going to switch to 1/2-inch drive sockets. Let's see if it's 22mm. That's interesting. Okay, so the one down below. So it looks like there's two different bolt heads in here. So it looks like the one down below, it's got a little play at 19. The one up above is much bigger. Somebody must have been in here and replaced a bolt. Okay, we have confirmed it. Looks like we're 19 or maybe an 18. I'll have to figure it out when we get over there. But it appears that this side caliper, somebody put a new bolt in it. So we're going to have to go figure out what size socket that is, but it won't be normal for you. So we're on this top one here, and they go that way. I don't know if I can get my breaker bar in here or not. Try to do this. Doesn't look like I can get it in there unless I do this. What we're doing is trying to loosen this. Oh yeah, we got it. All right, so once you get that one loose, in my case, I take this out of here. While we're here, it'll be an opportune time to grease. And again, that's not stock, but it looks like it was 24mm. We're gonna get this one a little loose. That's good. And we're gonna go around and get all those fasteners loose. This is the 19, this is the 19. We believe it to be 19, so we're gonna put this on here. Yeah, I think that's 19, I don't know. It's a little bit playy. Where's my 18? Okay, so we have confirmed the caliper frame bolts are 18mm. They're not 19, they're 18. There's a lot of rust on there that was causing that issue. Again, we can put that on there. Maybe. We'll put our cheater on there. I'll bring this up. Let's see if we can push that down. If it doesn't want to go down, there's a lot of ways you can do it. You can try stepping on it like this. It moved a little. This is another bolt that's high torque. Some manuals say 140, some say 250, so go figure that. I don't know if I got it or not, but another way you can do this, you can hold your hand down here, take a hammer and hit it like this. That's the problem when you hit it with a hammer. You got to hold a little pressure on it. And it doesn't feel like it's doing very well there. Feels like we're having trouble with the nut itself. So we might need to we're going to have to move and pry that thing, so we'll bring you back. So we got a very stuck bolt here. We did go get a socket that is, I believe, 18 millimeter. Can't see it now. It's supposed to be 18 millimeter. I could go double check that in the box where I got it from. So we got a real stuck bolt. So one of the tricks I've used for a real stuck bolt, I went and got a, for one, I went and got a, I put this on the going the wrong way right now, okay? The wrench is down here, and then I've got a bottle jack, and what I like to do here is bring this up close to where it is. You want to make sure you're going the right way. If you're not, you break your bolt or something this way. All right, so we're going to bring that like that. We've got that right where it needs to be. We're going to switch the ratchet. I'll go down one more click. Okay. Once we're down that other click, get this jack right under the... I'll bring you down so you can see that. So we have got that, that jack there. You can see right underneath that wrench there at the top of the screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to tighten the jack. And we're going to start jacking this. Just like I said, this is going up. And you're on the other side, so it's going clockwise, but it's counterclockwise on the other side. So... and you can watch your, see if your suspension goes up. It'll go up a little bit probably. Let's see, okay, you gotta make sure we're not hitting anywhere with the wrench. Then what you have to do is let this back down. Push this down as much as I can. That's what you don't want to do. Oh well, it's all right. And turn this the other way. Turn this like this. Latch that up again. Go again. And then what we can do when we're getting part way like this, so we can go on this side, we can watch, see if the socket's turning. Take this. Oh, it's easier to go short strokes here. Here we can see the socket turn. Probably do this one more time. We should have it broke loose. This one we didn't hear it go snap, so. Okay, so we see where we're at. We feel like we've turned it loose now. So we're gonna let this down. Pull this out of the way. Let's get our breaker bar on here, our extension. And see if we can pull this at all. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're definitely loose now. And what we're going to do is get out of here, and we don't want to take the bolt all the way out, but we're going to take it pretty loose, and then we're going to take our socket off. So that's all there is to that one. Now let's go break the other ones loose. We still got the we got these two here, this one here, right here. That's the 13. Oh, we're going to get our 13 on there. Yep, that's the one. So this is our 13. These are low torque, 24 foot-pounds, so you see how easy that broke loose. We're going to get this one loose down below. There we go. That's pretty good. Those are loose now. We're going to go work on the other side, but before we do that, we are going to put some on that banjo bolt. We're going to put a little never sees or penetrating oil to get it loose. Like and subscribe, post notifications on. We're going to go pull the other side to this point, and we'll bring you back. So here's the master cylinder. Now what you want to make sure is this fluid level doesn't disappear. Now it's kind of dirty, so we're going to drain that through. We'll get clear fluid in there on our next pass. We did take our device, we'll show you that in a minute, and pump this out and refill it. But now we're going to go break those banjo fittings loose and see how that works out for us. So let's go down below and do that. We just want to make sure we don't run this out, because then we'll be bleeding that master cylinder there, which ain't the easiest job. Oh, we're back. So we're going to take this wheel and come in here and clean this off. It's good to match these up just to make sure you got the right width and the right diameter, and we do. So first thing I usually do with these is slide it on backwards like this, and like that. So the reason we did that is we're going to clean this, because this has packing oil on here. You don't want that on your brake pads. So what I like to do is come in and use my brake cleaner. Maybe do it a second time. I just get where the pads are going to run, so that's nice and clean. And you can see there's dirt and oil coming off. So now I can take it off. Before I put it on, take a little of this never sees and kind of come in here. It'll spread out as we go, but in here, I kind of put a little on here. This way you put a little on here. Next time you go to take this off, it'll be a lot easier. Okay. The rotor does have a big chamfer on. So what I'll do is I'll bring this up there like this, trying not to touch the back side. Slide this up, take one lug nut, put it down by the bottom here, and just run it up. These probably won't go up all the way, but I'll put it up there as far as I can, and it'll kind of hold the rotor in place. These are blind, so say it's going to get tight on me. and that's it. But if you got factory lugs, you're going to be able to bring it all the way up snug. The next thing we're going to do is open up this caliper pack here. And it looks like they did give us a new banjo bolt and washers. So it's good we got a new bolt. I did buy some crush washers in case we needed them. But again, this is 24 foot-pounds. So what we're going to do is take this out of here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the caliper from this. So to remove the caliper, we have to have this socket, which is this one here. I got another ratchet in there now. Okay, take this one off. What we're going to do is take this off. Oh, these are different. These might be a different size. No, they're not. Oh, they're tight. It is a different size. That's interesting. That's a different size. So let's try, that's 13. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, so the ones we took off, the bolt was 13. The ones we're putting on, for some reason this bolt is now 12. So that's why we had trouble there. Put this on here. Now these should be lubed real well, so we'll have to double check if this piston thing is lubed. If it's not, we're going to want to lube it. These are not lubed, don't need to be. We will put a little never sees on the threads. So now we should be able to get this out. Now this caliper's this way up, all right? So you have to kind of pull this tab right here to pop this out to get it to go past. Might have to put a little primer in here, like that. So now this will come out. That's how you're going to put that back in. For now, we're going to set this aside. Well, these are all lubed up. You can feel it. It's all lubed up real nice. So for now, we're just setting this aside. So what we're going to do is get this piece on. Now we know that this piece goes on like this, and it goes over the rotor. And hold it, this might be the wrong side now that I look at this, or is that, because that's going to go on this way. Yeah, this might be the wrong one. This might be the other side. Let me go look at the other one, because this might be the other side. I'll have to put this one in. Yes. So that one is, this one is the other side. So it's going to be on like this, which is fine. We're just going to put it back in the bag here, in this bag. We're going to take this, we'll put this stuff back in the garage. We'll open up the other one. I just grabbed one at random, 50-50 chance, right? So, 50 chance of getting it right. Put these away for now. Open up and take it apart. Okay. Again, they gave you a nice new banjo bolt. I don't know where I put the other one now, but I'm sure it's around here somewhere. I'll put that one there. Yeah, that is crazy because now I don't see that other one either, but that's okay. All right, so now we're going to take this apart just like the other one. You could put this whole thing on as one if you wanted. You put the pads in here and everything, but I think that's going to be too much work, too heavy. I'm going to take this apart. Put those off. Now you flip this over again. And again, this goes up this way. And you're going to find that if you pop it at the bottom here, you might need a little pry. Pop that up. And it'll just kind of come out. And that's the caliper, and the caliper's free, and we're going to put the caliper down over here. So we don't need the caliper right now. We're going to put this on. So this, we know this is the bottom, goes this way. We bring it over a rotor here, and it goes behind here. Now, the thing to do here is, again, because nobody never sees these bolts, I'm putting a touch of, you don't need a lot here. Put a little. And then we get the other one too. Here. Not looking for a lot again. Put that in that other socket. We'll cover this back up for now. So before you mount this bracket and torque it, what you want to do is make sure you get your shoes in. Now, or pads, I should say. It's like this, so you want this one on this side. All right. Now, you want the pad material towards the rotor. So you can see this is the pad material. So we can take this and pop it in here, and you can see we're having real trouble getting that in there. So I think the easy way to do this will be start this from the far side, maybe here, because there's more room here maybe to work. Maybe not. That's difficult too. So we're going to have to start it from this side, and we get the bottom one in first. And it looks like the bottom one in first works better. So put your bottom one in first, then put your top one in, and that'll slide real. This should be real free in here, okay? And then the same thing with the other one. Sneak it in here. It looks like put it on the top first, and then on the bottom. And again, it's very smooth on there. And then put it up over the caliper. So we're gonna take you up to there. So now what we're gonna do is slide this on the caliper, and it goes like this. And you can see I'm having trouble getting this one to stay in, but it's okay. We will get it lined up here like that, and it's in there. And you kind of hold this with your hand, and you kind of try to get that lined up where you can get one of the bolts started. Kind of see the bottom one better, so I'm going to get the bolt for the bottom out. I did never seize my bolts a little. Once you get the one started a little, you can come up and get the top one, because now you can just rock it till the holes line up. And you can start putting these in by hand. That one's snug. Now we're going to go snug this one up. That one's hard to get at the top, so we're going to do our thing here. Hard to get in there with anything. Okay, so they're snugged up. Now it's a matter of maybe we can turn this a little bit our way. Yep, not too much. We could get our torque wrench on there and torque our nuts. Yep. Okay, you hear it click and we're good. We'll go do the other one. Unfortunately, the other. So we assumed the truck was metric, but it's not. It is actually the wrench for this is 7/16. Okay, so we're going to break this loose just so we're ready. We'll leave it finger tight. We're going to load the caliper. So when you load the caliper, you tuck the top one in, and you have to make sure that these are pushed back enough so they don't hit your bracket. And then you can get your caliper on here. Get this one up inside there like this and come up this way. All there is to that, you got to get your pin pushed back and you can pop this in. See how that kind of clipped in there? So there's a clip under here that rocked that up. Now we're going to put a little bit of our never sees on our bolts because we don't want the threads getting goobered up with rust in wintertime. We put a little never sees on them, put them through here, and work them into the holes. And it's very hard to see in there. I might have to go get a light, but theoretically they line up. Once you get one started, which I think I just did, that's the right size. Yeah. Right size, okay. I think I got one started, so from here it becomes easier. I think I got one going here. Yeah, I got one going. Now I gotta get this one going. I think I got it started. When you start them by hand, you get them started just a little bit. Kind of bind up a little bit. You got spring tension. So I'm going to get a different ratchet on here. I have to go get one. This swivel one is not working as well as I would like in here. So we're going to snug those up, and we'll bring you back when we do the banjo fitting. Okay, so I brought over this pan so that I don't get brake fluid in the driveway. We have our new bolt and crush washers. I did buy more crush washers because you can only use them once, and if you mess up, you need more. But this kit was from Amazon, Detroit Axle. It was reasonably priced and what have you. So you put a crush washer on there. The other one goes between that banjo and the caliper. So we can take this plug out of the caliper. And you can see the plug right there. We'll get you, gonna get you in close here so you can see this. So just hang on here. Let's see if we can get you right up where you need to be where you can see it. So here's the banjo thing. And you can see the other one here. So now what we're going to do is find out what socket this is. It ain't that one. I know we had a socket out here for it. Maybe it's this one. That's that one. Okay. Very good. So what we're going to do is pop this loose. We pop this loose, it will leak brake fluid. All right. Remember, we already loosened that once, okay? So now it's just a matter of taking it loose. And don't be upset when you take this and you break it loose like this, that you get brake fluid out here. We're going to hang it down here, pull out the bolt, and you can see the crush washer stayed on here, but it also stayed down here. You can see how that's dripping there. That's okay. We filled the master cylinder, but see how you got this washer stuck on there? We need to get that off. So we can come in here with a screwdriver and kind of wiggle this a little bit. See how that came off? Got to get that off. You can't have two in there, okay? Now we're going to take this caliper out of here. It's just in the way. And again, we're not worried about this dripping. When we get this clean, you'll see that where your crush washers sit, this is nice and clean, okay? That's what you want. Don't worry about the drippage. We're going to get a lot of drippage here by the time we're done. So we have to fill all of this with brake fluid. So we're going to take this piece here, push it through here, unplug this. Don't forget your inner crush washer, okay? You got to get that one on there. Put that on there. You can get this started right here. And you'll see this is set up so this doesn't turn. And you can bring this up snug. Open this up when you do this. Doesn't have to come out. Just open it up so it's loose. And then we can tighten this up by putting this on there. Oh, that's not the right second. Now, bolt is different. So the bolt head size is different than the one we took out. I got to find the right wrench for it. Okay, so the new one looks like it's 11 millimeters, so it's a different. So when you put this on, don't really have a torque spec for it, but what you want to do is just make sure it's good and snug. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. It's crushing the washer, crushing the washer. Oh, it gets good and snug right there. And we're just gonna leave it right there. And you can see no more drippage. Now we're gonna leave this open, and the fluid should start coming up to here and dripping out. If we want to force it a little bit, we have a way to force it. We're going to go get that tool and show you how we're going to force it. Here, just a bit over here. So another handy tool from Amazon is a brake bleeder, and it's got a little bucket here. Hook this thing up like this. You can then take this and put it on here and pump the handle here. And you can hear the air flowing. We're only going to do this a little bit. Then we want to go up and check our brake fluid. It does have a gauge on it, so you can see from the gauge. Watch, I'll put some vacuum on it. You can see the gauge go down. That's pulling the air out of the system. So we'll take this off, we'll go upstairs and see how much brake fluid we got left. Okay, so far we moved the brake fluid down about a ½ inch in the system. So we're going to put this back on there. I'm going to do this a little bit more. Whoa! Well, that came off. And we'll just push this on there good. You can see I bring the vacuum up. It goes back down. We're going to do it 2 more times. I'm going to go check our fluid again. Okay, let's go check our fluid. See what we got going on up here. Yeah, we're still down only a little bit. We'll get some more. We'll get some more in there. Yeah, remember that whole thing is empty. I'm going to take this off, and we're going to go see what we got up above again. Not moving down much anymore, so we may need two people. We needed somebody to pump the pedal to the floor. But then you'll want to close this. But the power bleeding usually works here. So that's where we're going to leave you for now. We'll bring you back when we're doing the bleeding or brakes here. This is all bolted up. It's just to get the tire yet on, but we got to get the brakes bled. All right. We'll be able to tinker on the other side while we wait for this one to drip out. There we go. Like and subscribe to My Two Good Hands. We'll catch you in the next video. Go put this tire on, then the job will be done. Make sure your brake fluid's topped off to the max level with the new pads in there, and you're all good. Like and subscribe. Post notifications below, and Amazon links below too. Shopping Amazon helps support the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Somewhere here my mic ran out, so I know there's going to be some missing audio, but we'll put in some text to help you out. Catch you later.